give us purpose to pursue justice.
Thank you, Javad. For Nasim Rahmanifar, her father, Jamshid Rahmanifar, has sent us a letter of tribute to his daughter, which will be read today by Asal Andarzipur. To ensure his message does not get lost in translation, I'd like to mention to our non-Farsi speaking guests that Nasim in Farsi means breeze. That is why Nasim's father refers to breeze in his letter frequently.
In the name of God of love and kindness, in the name of God of breeze and mountain and the sea, in the name of God of my daughter Nasim and her beloved innocent fellow travelers in the flight 752 Tehran to Kiev. The flight that on January 8th, 2020 at 6:12 a.m. departed into the sky and spread its wings further into divinity after the plane was shot by 2 missiles at 6:19 a.m. We, the family of Nasim, her suffered mother, her sorrowed brother, and her devastated father will never forget that date, hour, and minute ever. Every time we see a plane flying and lining the sky, it will remind us of a girl who took a backpack with an abundance of enthusiasm and joyfulness and left us and her motherland to a far, far journey. Every time we see a plane land, we are looking forward to seeing a girl whose heart beats for the family and her country. Regretfully, there is no more breeze in the air for us, and our light of the house has gone. Although we still have this unanswered question, muttering to ourselves, for what sin they were killed? We only pray may this tragedy of perishing 176 innocent lives may bring a turning point to change our country, a turning point to lessen the sorrows and grievances of our oppressed people of our ancient motherland. We lost Nasim twice. First time, when we heard the plane crash's news. Second, when we found out that the plane had been shot down by 2 fired missiles. Unquestionably, the second news crushed us even harder and broke our hearts into pieces. In fact, these missiles targeted the hearts of several nations. We, the family of Nasim Rahmanifar, students of University of Alberta, are grateful for the incredible support of never-met friends around the world. Especially, we want to thank those who attend the 40th day memorial of our innocent departed loved ones. With sincere regards, Jamshid Rahmanifar.
Thank you, Asal. We now play a video sent to us by Paniz Gorji, sister of Pune Gorji.
My dear Pune, talking about you was always the easiest I could do. I could talk about you with anyone, my friends, my colleagues, or even strangers. I could say how strong, passionate, smart, loving, and mature you were. It's so strange for me to pause and think if I should say were or are. Talking about you is easy, but not when I have to use past tense. I have always imagined many tragic scenarios in my life, but I have never even thought of not having you anymore. Some people say because you were younger than me. but I know that's not the reason. When I think this through, I realize I have never imagined a world without you because it was beyond my imagination. You knew me better than anyone else. My anxiety could bring me anywhere, but the world without you was inconceivable. Not because I would lose a sister that anyone would ask for, but because you touched so many hearts. Our lives have been blessed by you. This was a life-changing loss for everyone. For our parents, you were the light of their lives. For your friends, that you were always the kindest and sweetest to. For your career that you were the most passionate about. As a friend once said, it's too bad to be true. Arash, from the very first moment I met you, I knew Pune couldn't be happier with anyone else. I was always amazed by your kindness, brightness, and generosity. You always had a solution for every problem. I cannot remember you being angry or frustrated for even a second. You were always in peace. I realized when it's coming from, when I got the chance to meet your wonderful family. Thanks for giving me the opportunity to have such an amazing brother and to meet a family that is like my family now. The love between you two was the most sincere and authentic love I have ever seen. I could see love in your eyes when you were looking at each other. I could hear it when you were talking to each other. Sometimes I made this joke that you hypnotize each other. You were indeed soulmates. In this horrible time, there were many instances that I was picturing your last moments. I have no doubts that you were hands in hands, as you always were, but I wonder what was the last thing you said to each other. Now I know you whispered this part of your favorite song. This is the last time, because you and I, we were born to die. I feel a lot of anger and resentment toward the people who are responsible for this tragic loss. The rulers of our own country who have destroyed our lives. I'm hopelessly waiting for justice, but I know better. We never get that chance with them on the opposite side. But Pune, I will stay strong for you and fight for it, because that's what I learned from you. Never give up. I would like to use this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to Ross Grainer and Pierre Boulanger. She was very excited to have the opportunity to work with you, and she always appreciated your support. You inspired her to continue her academic studies and pursue PhD. I knew one day she would be a prominent scholar of her field. I wish she still got that chance. Also, I would like to thank her friends and colleagues in the department. She was super happy to have you in her life. Thanks for making Canada her home. I would like to thank the Iranian Heritage Society of Edmonton for all their effort. It means a lot to us that you're trying to keep their memory alive. Dear Pune and Arash, I don't believe in hell or heaven, so I cannot say see you in the other world. All I can say is thanks for the purposeful life you had. Never stop loving each other and rest in peace. We try to survive with this endless pain. Thank you.
And Arash, my dear friends, my family, I like to think that you can hear this right now and all other messages that people send to you. I like to thank you for being in my life and being my friend and accepting me as a brother. You always supported me with the choices that I made, and I knew you as two kind and loving people, all and didn't follow the crowd. I remember the many times we listened to songs together in the car. You guys were singing together, and I know you really liked the song Thunder from the Imagine Dragons. I always thought that the lyrics were about you guys. You are both not a yes sir, not a follower person. You don't follow the crowd. You're two beautiful persons that had their own ideas and patience with people with different ideas and still understanding to them. I like to think that these lyrics are really about you guys and that you are now in a better place. You were dreaming of bigger things and that you both have left this world for a better world. Till next time, Refiga man.
I'd now like to introduce Mahdi Modirzadeh and Murtaza Abedini Fard here to perform the classical Persian song, بانگ نی